Okay, there are many things in the Indian scientific system that I've written that people are not going to like. There is stuff about the IITs, there is stuff about the CSIR, there is stuff about our science departments like DST and DBT. There is stuff about autonomous institutions, central universities, state universities, private universities. None of these things in my mind are really working properly. They are not really working very efficiently. Some of them are doing something some of the time. And this is not enough for a country like India, a big country like India, which is seeking a big place in the world 15, 20, 25 years from now. Apna scientific culture or our scientific productivity and scientific activity is simply not enough. It's not enough for a country that is aspiring to something very big. The kinds of things that were happening in China, say 20, 25 years ago, are not happening in India, in the world of science. And if we don't look out, we will just become a doormat of China in a few years. And this is something that as a Bharatiya, living in India, being still a part of the scientific system, that I would really hate to see. And therefore this book, I will say, take it, buy it, read it. But in many cases, it is a sad story that I have written. And any thoughtful scientist or any thoughtful person in the country will then begin to realize that there is so much that we can do properly which we are not doing in the world of science. I would especially send a stern message to the scientific bureaucrats who are sitting in Delhi as directors of this, vice chancellors of this, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah of everything, that they better realize that they are sitting on the top of a volcano. This is not going to go on in this way, adjust karo yaar, do this, do that. It will not happen like that for much longer. And I'm the first person to sort of bell the cat and say that the emperor has no clothes. So please read the book and try to see if you can make some clothes to put it back on our emperors.